Hello artists! Let's continue our lesson on Alma Thomas. Alma Woodsy Thomas was a color field artist. She started as an art teacher and then later became an artist when she had time after her retirement as an art teacher. So we are going to try to replicate one of her beautiful pieces of work. Her art is called color field. A color field is when you take colors and you arrange them in a particular order together so they all flow together and make a beautiful composition. We have started this project by making a whole bunch of mosaic squares, and we're going to use our big piece of black paper to build our color field. So let's begin. First, you want to get your Elmer's glue and make sure it is working. And now we're going to figure out what color we want in the center. I am going to start with my white right here. And actually, I'm going to start with my blue and work out to white. So I would like for you to find the color you would like to use first. And you're going to find the center of your work. We're going to build a circle going out using that color. So the first thing we do, find the center, just a dot, not a lot. I'll show you a little trick you can use every time. You set it down and quickly, before you press it, squish it around kind of in a circle like this. It's okay if some goes outside. This way you don't have to worry about gluing down all the corners when this gets a little bit wet and kind of pops up. Isn't that great? Now I'm going to take my next color. I'm going to arrange it in a circle around my square like this, sticking with the same color. You always stick with the same color when you are making a color field picture in this particular example of what we are doing. So sometimes you have to look at your squares, decide which ones are going to fit. Sometimes you might actually have to cut some of your squares or swap some out if you feel like the size isn't working for you. So see how I just swapped that out? Now that I've got my next grouping, I'm going to do this. Watch this fun little trick. Just a dot, just a dot. See, this goes faster because I'm not putting down the glue, picking up the glue, putting down the glue, picking up the glue. Then I take one, move that guy away, move that guy away, give it a little squishy swirl, sure, or squirrel. Maybe squirrels will help you make this. Then I want to set it close to, but not touching the other one. That's a mosaic, and that's how this is going to work. I don't care about any extra glue that's getting on anything. Don't worry about it. Squirrels won't worry about it either. No one should worry about it. So as I continue to put on my papers, you can see they are always a little breath of air between all of these squares. And you might be thinking, oh my goodness, this looks so messy. It's okay. This is gonna, wow, that's not what I meant to do, but yeah, this is messy. This is gonna dry clear. So it's okay. What's more important is that I'm getting things placed in the spot where I want them to be. That's all that matters. Oh, turn that guy all the way around. There we go. Glue got everywhere. If you see a little side poking up like that, you can do that. I'm not gonna freak out. It's okay. I'm gonna come and glue something on that later. It's not a big deal. All right, squish these down. Awesome. So the question now, do you want to go to the next color? Or do you want to make one more lap around this with your colors? It's completely up to you. I'm going to try to do 2 layers of every color and just see what ends up happening. A lot of times people like to lay everything out first. That's absolutely fine if you want to do that. It's a little too time consuming for me, and I like to be a little bit more free with the art. So that's going to be my choice. If you are someone that wants to just make a circle around it with your glue, kind of like that. Here, I'll show you. If we do this, and then you want to lay down your squares, that will work, but you'll have a hard time getting glue all over the whole square sometimes. So you might have to do a little bit of this action And then see how this didn't quite go down to where I wanted, so you just have to shift it and move it. But if you're okay with doing it that way, go ahead and try it that way, right? Art is about exploring your materials, seeing what works, seeing how it's working for your project. Let's see how this goes. And you know, when we do something like this, it's more about the process and discovering how this gets made rather than being so attached to the end result. This is more like an experiment in trying things out to see if we like the way we make this. And then later, if we love it and we want to make more beautiful art like Alma Woodsy Thomas, then we just jump in there and make another one with different colors. Maybe we paint it instead of making it with paper squares, right? So think about how you want to do this for the future. Keep building on your skills, keep building on your ideas, and go from there. I am going to continue building on my skills and building on my ideas and building on my squares and see how this turns out. This is looking a little messy, but it's okay. It's art. And I'm going to speed this up and get through the whole thing if you want to stay here and watch me finish this and have fun making your own. I can't wait to see your finished colored field pictures. All right, have a great time.